give you guys a song while I do something. I gotta go do something. We'll play the intro. Where's my intro? I'm gonna play the intro. You guys have no choice. Be right back. I need to go tinkle tinkle. So while I go tinkle tinkle, you listen to my intro. Uh-oh. I gotta do something here. What's going on here? Something's going on here. Come on, close. Da 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 da. What's going on?
Out in the north where the tall pines grow, there's a wild man with skills you ought to know. Hammer in hand and a grin ear to ear. He's the Canadian builder we all share. He saws, he drills, he welds, he grinds.
Ah, there we go. Is there audio now? Do we have audio now? Do we have audio? Can I get a mic check, please? Apparently, my microphone likes to turn itself off, but can I get a mic check? Mic check. Anyone? Should be working now. Okay, there we go. We got mic check. There we go. Audio's working. Things are fixed. We're laughing. Joy! It's all back up and worky. No. You know the funny thing is about life? I really don't care if these drills here can use these drill bits, like the hole saw, big hole saws and the big auger bits. I don't care because I'm not buying those to do this, because I'm a little bit smarter of the pencil. If I know I'm going to be using these big auger bits and these big hole saws a lot and very frequently, I'm going to be smart. I'm going to buy the tool that was made for it. I'm going to buy a big right angle drill, like this hole hog, the super hole hog here. It's made for running those things. It's a lot safer because it's got larger fulcrum to hold and handle. It's got the right speed and RPM to do it, because going too fast with those blades, those bits, could actually ruin those bits, could destroy them, could wreck them, could dull them fast. But yeah, that's the thing, is I knew that I was going to be using those bits a lot, so I made the investment to buy the right tool for the job. So I don't care. This, I bought this thing for doing large screws. Like, I bought it for doing screws like this. That's all I care. It's a cube. So, hey, Jimmy.
What up, dude?
So how was your Easter doing? Lots of eggs, lots of candies.
Oh man, the baby got all kind of stuff, and we have been playing with it all day.
I hyped up on
We've been
Sure
playing
not to be able to sleep tonight.
It's been a good day, bro. We got that cubby system done. We put that second coat on it.
Nice.
Now she's just running back and forth. She said she was gonna kind of come sit here and there, so I'm kind of expecting her to at some point.
Yeah.
You want to come say hey? Come get right here.
Hi, little one.
Tell him what you got there.
I got my ball.
What does it do?
Bounce.
It's cute.
Show him what else you got.
Spots.
Parts.
He's playing with it right now.
Yeah.
Man, she got, how many of them cats you got?
Let me go get the others.
Yeah, go get them. Go get them all. Her aunt got her like 4 of them, but the Walmart was out of the rest. So we got her the other 2. Or rather, the Easter Bunny brought the other 2.
One,
Holy cow, that's a lot of dolls.
4.
Yeah, dude.
It's got 5.
You got 5 of them. Thought you had 6.
That's a lot of dolls.
Yeah, I'm missing.
Can you go find him real quick?
No, he's a gammy.
He's at Gammy's.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have him earlier?
Yeah, we did.
Here?
Yeah, but now he's a gammy.
Well, we didn't go back to Gammy's, but he's got to be here somewhere.
Oh, they better
You just don't know where. Check the kitchen. That's where I think we had him last.
So did you find out about the new job? You get it yet?
Yeah, so I did go for the urine sample, my background. I think I'm gonna hear back from them tomorrow, and I'm pretty sure they still want me to start on the 13th. But that's gonna be. It ain't gonna be the door job. It's gonna be a remodeling job for a lot of the restaurants and stuff.
Cool.
I don't want to get too ahead of myself and start, you know, saying I got it and I don't got it. But dude, they said if everything comes back good, I got it. So
Fingers crossed.
I'm going to jump the gun, you know what I mean? Say something wrong, and then I got to come back and say, oh, no, don't got that one yet. What are you doing? But yeah, that little man, I hope I got it. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I know I could do some good there. I know I get paid more.
Getting a decent paycheck and actually getting a paycheck like that's going to be the big difference. But like I said, don't go crazy for the first while with that money. Bank as much as you can. So,
Oh no, dude! I gotta save. I'm gonna have to. Like, we're gonna have to get a month's worth of checks.
yeah.
Really, 2 months worth to kind of get an actual
Yeah.
average of what I'll be getting. But I mean, it all just depends. I mean, they did say they got some out of state jobs and different stuff like that where I'd be gone for a week or whatever. But he said most of the time, dude, these guys, they'll get everything done within 4 days. So I mean, that leaves you a 3 day weekend. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, dude, if we can do that, still get all my hours and still get a damn good paycheck, pay all my bills, and still have money to go buy some tools and take the baby to go get a burger and a root beer or something, you know what I mean? Like that. That's really all I care about, dude. I ain't been able to really we go out to eat, but it's like once a month. It's not like it ain't like every week.
Yeah.
Like back whenever I was making the kind of money that I'm making, like that was good, dude. It was 2,000 a month plus, and I could every week, every Friday, we could go see a movie. That would be me and my wife. She can't even sit here and say, "Hey," you know what I mean? So she ain't gonna sit still in no movie, but
Yeah.
But I mean, we could always go do something, go fishing, go do something.
Oh.
You hear that train? Yeah. I bet everybody can hear that train. That train's so loud.
Yeah.
Are you just watching yourself on TV?
No.
You're looking at the time delay, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-oh. It probably rolled all the way through. Go around.
And I am gonna find out tomorrow.
No, have that little box on your chest. It ain't went off and beats at you or nothing, huh? Sir.
Yeah.
Hey, how's that little box doing?
That little
on
box.
your chest?
Oh no, that's gone already. Yeah, I just only had to wear it for 2 days. I had to wear it for 2 days
Man.
so they can record what's going on over 2 days. All it is, it's an EKG that records information. So then they review the information, see if they can pinpoint what's going on, what's causing it. So
did they?
Well, we don't know if it's nerve damage or if it's just my blood pressure. So my blood pressure is crazy high. So
So what? They got you on some blood thinners or something?
Nope. I'm just taking just normal aspirin for right now. They're not giving me anything until they have confirmation. So it's like, because that's the thing is I do have some serious nerve pinching and nerve damage going on right now. So that could be causing my blood pressure to go up. So they've got a couple other appointments that they want me to go to, the couple extra tests that they want me to do before they jump to any conclusions. So. That's the thing. They've rounded out a lot of stuff. Like my blood work for my age is, they said, phenomenal. And that, so like my like that way, my lungs are still perfectly clean. It's just my blood pressure is extremely high, and like I said, so I'm just hoping it's all just from nerve damage. So.
Well, I mean, worst come to worst, if it actually is nerve damage, I mean, at that point, we're going to have to, I mean, wouldn't they want to do surgery at that point to try to either remove something or maybe add something in there?
That's the thing with nerve damage. Once the damage is done, there's no fixing it. It's permanent. It's like there's no surgery that can fix it, no surgery that can correct it. It's just about managing it. It just comes down to managing it. So.
Well,
and just when I start, like, it will just come down to when I start having an episode or being in a lot of pain, just to sit down, take a break, breathe a little bit. But I'm old. I shouldn't be doing half the shit I'm doing right now, anyways.
I mean, bro, everybody's got to do something. Man. If you sit around, you end up like that. You end up crazy. All right.
Come here, Kenny. I want to drill a hole.
Which one is that? The whole hog?
Yep, that's
the super Bosch, or is that Milwaukee?
It's the super whole hog.
Yeah.
It's the tool I use when I got to use the big bits, because these big bits will wear these things out and destroy them over time.
I know I've heard a lot of people who use those whenever they're drilling holes in like floor joists and shit like that.
Pretty much anything over an inch and a half, unless it's like a spade bit going through some small pine wood or something like that, or a Forstner bit going through some small wood. Anything where you're going through anything thick and heavy, you should always use a right angle drill, a proper drill to do it, because these things weren't actually engineered and designed to run these big blades. Like, you can in thin material, but the heavier
stuff. I was about to say, like, I know I've seen certain people running 2.5 or 2 1/4, something like that, Forstner bits on the Flex, the 36 volt Metabo, the 2904 Milwaukee, the 1330 Bosch, and the 10007 DeWalt. I'm sure there's been a couple folk that's probably done it with that new Makita, but
yeah,
I'll be damned if I'm paying $500 to $700 for a fucking Makita tool, man. It's not unless it is literally the only one and we need it for that specific job. At that point, I would just rent the fucking thing, dude. To be completely honest, if I need it for one job, one thing on, I'm not buying it just so that way I can find other uses for it. To me, Makita's like, it's in the same league in my head, in my life, in my opinion. It is in the same league as Festool and Snap-on, dude. It's just a premium tool that does that word to me is, it's like a word that's foolish, man. Premium does not mean the best. Premium just is a fucking fancy word.
Yeah, premium.
Word with a top hat.
Premium just means expensive.
Yeah. Where's it at, baby?
Over the couch.
Under the couch.
Yeah,
You see that paint stick over there? Or that stick in that bucket? The purple bucket, the LSU bucket? Right over here. Go grab a stick out that bucket and see if you can reach it with one of the sticks. You think that one's long enough? Grab the paint stick. The big paint stick on the wall. And if you think that one will work, baby. Let's see. Try it first. Don't fool yourself. Get down on your knees. Hands and knees. You are not going to complain about a hurt back at 10 years old. I want you on your hands and knees. Does it reach? Can you smack it?
No.
You want me to do it real quick? Here. Watch out and leave the stick down there because I'm going to need the stick. Oh boy, that thing is way back there. We got to move the chair.
Oh,
Watch out, Kitty Cat.
that's small.
Well, tell him to watch out. Where you go? This daggone ball. Go get it. Try not to let it go back under the couch. If it goes back under the couch, I ain't doing that again. Oh boy.
Give me some. Yeah, give me.
Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of done for the day. But since he's gone, I ain't about to let y'all sit here for nothing. Y'all check this bad boy out. All right. The Gen 2.
I'm just down here.
This is Gen 2. I've got the multi-volt battery on there. It's got 3 bars. And, oh, actually, I need to take these out. Let's get those out of there. Sometimes there's one that'll hang behind. Not that time. Oh, there we go. Yep, there they are. Yeah, there.
Do you know one thing that drives me crazy about people with the nailers when they get down to the last couple nailers and the nailer stops firing, they pull those nails out and throw them away. All you have to do is just take a clip and put it in there and keep firing.
Yeah, I keep them, dude. Whenever it starts blinking, I just add another clip. I never take them out.
No,
like until I'm done with the job because I don't want to ruin the springs. I feel like if you leave the nails in there, like you know how the tension force will kind of fade over time. I'm just trying to prevent that. Just save the tool because like I'm probably gonna have to sell this one to buy the new one. I'm 100% buying the new one whenever it comes out. But
you'll keep this one because it's got the short magazine for tight spaces. Because the new one has long magazines, so you'll keep that one.
It's for the whole European with a fucking double mag, dude. It's fucking cool.
And then for your serious jobs where you're going to be shooting a lot of nails and framing walls, then you pull that one out like that. That's why I got the extended mag on mine.
See, and I didn't buy an extended mag for this one because I knew me personally, bro. I ain't framing houses. Not yet. I'm not framing anything other than like closets and just certain spaces and just I use it for projects and things like that. So I'm not like I think even at this new job, they said like we're rarely going to need a framing nailer. We're going to need more 18 gauge, 15, 16, shit like that. So, but I am going to bring up to them like, look, we should 100% get at least 2 or 3 of these and just put them on the trucks, dude. Like it's it's worth the investment. You buy once, you try once. They're probably going to say no, but I know I'm bringing mine, dude. Like I'm not showing up without it. Like I got literally a fucking pack out full of nailers. Like I've got this one, the Matago, and then I've got the compact M12. That thing, still a love-hate relationship, but it's still one of my most used tools here.
Yeah.
Like every apartment that I go into at my current job, every apartment that I go into, I got to nail down the shelving just for. I don't want, like, bro, kids nowadays and even people nowadays are just destructive. It's not just kids, dude. It's like as you get older, it's just the more destructive you get. Not everyone, but certain people. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
certain folk. It ain't everyone. It's not, dude. But there are certain people out there that just, I don't know, they don't grow up. They get bigger, but their minds don't progress. You know?
Oh yeah, there's some prime examples of that going on right now in the community. Oh god. Yeah.
Like, dude, I think it was over there. Look, there it is. Here, you ain't even gotta step across me. You ain't even gotta do all that. Where you going? Oh, you want your bucket? All right.
No. Yeah, life is interesting. Life is exciting. When it's not exciting, then something's wrong. You know, it's
Dude,
people's
I agree.
mentalities nowadays. It's just baffling me. People that I try to give the benefit of the doubt to, and I love them all to hell, but then they go start acting like idiots. So what's your next project that you want to try to build?
I don't know. I know I've got a few things in mind, but I'm putting all that on hold until I figure out about this job.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like actually start anything big. If anything, I've been needing to finish the dollhouse, dude. I haven't done anything to it because I've been preoccupied with work and then either shit that I'm getting paid for or shit that takes priority over that. Because even if I do finish we're gonna have to rearrange her room again. You know what I mean? It's like we might be better off just kind of scrapping that whole idea in her room and building it in the living room, and just kind of attaching it to the wall with some fucking maybe not 10-inch timber locks, but 8-inch, because you got to think the frame of that. It's a 2x6, but those are only like what 5 3/8 or some shit, 5.5. Something like that long. It really somewhere in that range. Like they're never exact unless you go to the same mill every time. But anyway, boom, right? So I'm gonna need that to then go into a 2x4. So I'm thinking probably just like some fucking 8-inch 8-inch spacks or something, dude. Like I think that'll be good enough to kind of hold it in place on the wall. But we then need to figure out what wall we're gonna put it on. So it's like, dude, it's just I kind of hate myself for building it so big, but at the same time, like I'm not gonna be here forever.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like just putting it on hold until I move, but I don't know when I'm moving. Like that could be 6 months down the line, a year down the line. I have no idea. I have no idea, but I know eventually, with if I get this job, eventually I'm 100% cutting ties with this place, not forever, not out of hate. Just I need more space, dude. I'm not a fucking gamer. I'm not a fucking couch potato dog. Like I do shit. My daughter is constantly fucking moving.
No, that just,
My
having something that feels more like a home. That's the big. That's
yeah,
the thing.
yeah, and it's not even that this place doesn't feel like a home. It's just too goddamn cramped, dude. Like, it's fucking cramped, bro. Like, the kitchen's too small. Two people can't fit in the fucking kitchen. Like, it's perfect for one person. Fucking amazing for one person, dude. Like my wife, whenever she's in there, she's got her little phone set up, dude. She cooks, she cleans, and puts everything up all in 6 to 12 feet of each other. Fuck, let me go see real quick. Let me measure this shit out. No, you're gonna laugh, dude. Like you're really gonna laugh. Like, look, 1, 2, 3, 4 fucking feet. 4 motherfucking feet, dude. 4 fucking feet. You got your cabinets. You got your cabinets. Like,
When I first started on my own, I lived in the back of my truck. I had a topper on my truck. I slept with my tools. I ate with my tools. I cooked with my tools for the first 2 years
oh yeah, dude.
of my career independently. That's
Oh yeah, dude.
where I lived.
When you're just starting out, something like this, or if you're just getting on your feet again, dude, like if you need a fresh start, this place is fucking perfect. I would recommend it to people. I don't have that opportunity because I'm always fucking here or I'm always doing something. So it's like, even if I see people out, like out in the way or whatever, like it doesn't come up because they already live somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not just running into people and we're talking about their living situations. Like that's not the conversations that come up. I'm not marketing. I'm not a leasing agent, so that's not typically something I bring up.
Yeah.
Now, if you want something worked on, God damn it, that's where I'm at. You pay me to do that all day long, dude. Like, fuck, I've got plenty of people here that they know other people and stuff. Like the guy, his the guy that I built the cat cubby for, he works at Entergy. All right, and I don't know if you know what that is, but in America, it's a motherfucking energy company. All right, if you just couldn't tell by the name, that's if you live in America, you know who I'm talking about. You either love them or you hate them. All right, but anyway, he worked for them, and so the lady that I built the cat cubby for, that he knew that needed that, now has some lights that she wants put up. But they're just getting money situated or whatever. I don't know how much they're paying me, dude. It's probably just gonna be some cheap shit. They're probably just getting cheap lights. But I mean, dude, it's something. Like side work is the best work because you get to keep every penny of it for yourself, and you're gonna get the job done.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking, it's as simple as unplugging some wires, probably taking down a ceiling fan or something, and just putting up a big light. Because I know the lady's got a big fan in there. Because them big Max Air fans that you can get, like I mean them fucking huge ones, bro, like the 48 inches or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you can't mistake them. They sound like a fucking helicopters. Like she's got 2 of those in her house, and I know that because they're not on the same rotation pattern. So I don't think she needs a ceiling fan if she has one, and I'm imagining she just wants her fucking living room lit up. You know what I mean? So. Like that's what I'm imagining because I hear the fans going.
So she got a couple of these big puppies, these 36 inches.
I think they're bigger than that, dude. Like I think they're seriously the 48 inch. Like they're hard to mistake, but like you're saying, it could be the 36s. It really could be. I didn't see them, I heard them, and I remember my old boss got a 48 one whenever I was growing up doing fucking floor tiles with my dad, and we would go to his boss's house. He would have that big 48 to dry the floors because you can set that big 48 in there and it'll cover that like a good 1,200 foot space, bro. And you can feel it all the way on the other end, you know. And I know the 36 is damn near just as powerful, but bigger blades, more air.
Yeah. It's not so much bigger blades; it's the angle of the blades and having enough torque to move it. Because
Oh, of course. No, I agree. I know it's more than just fucking bigger blades, more air. I know it's more than that. I was just in general.
By the way, quick wrench, Dave, he said happy Easter to us. And Mr. Childs says, hello, everyone. So,
I see that on the TV. I see that on the TV. And let's see. How many folks we got watching now? We got three.
we're, we're up against three other streamers right now. So,
Yeah, no, trust me. I know it. Quick wrench. Buddy, it has been a while. I don't think me and Sarah have been on television together for what about a month?
Since I ended up in the hospital, it's been about 3 weeks.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's been down there a month. It's been a while. I know you've been doing other lives and shit like that, dude, but hell, I've been busy. But no, dude, I'm pretty sure Bearded Woodworks is live.
Bearded's live.
I know some.
Soul's alive.
Yeah.
There's a couple other big guys that are live right now. And when they end, everyone will eventually crawl over here, say hello, look at us funny. And yeah.
Honestly, dude, to me, I really like. I don't really care what people think. Oh hell, Wrench was in the ER the other night. He did not elaborate as to why yet. I'm sure he's typing that up now. But
did you get your dick caught in your zipper again, Dave? God damn! How can you get something so small stuck in a zipper?
I think that's the point.
Yeah.
Do you ever do this, like with your hammers, to start the nails?
No,
Like especially if you're holding on to something and you need to just wrap around and smack something.
no. If it's a tight situation, yeah. But like if I'm using my one, but only only when it's necessary. Like, other than that, no. I keep all my nails loaded in my hand, and I'm able to fast nail. So that's years and years of swinging a hammer. Yeah.
Oh man, he said he had to pick up his girlfriend. Well, I hope she's okay. Good Lord, man. Everybody's going down.
Dave's calling it his girlfriend. No, he's a gigolo for old ladies. So he had to go pick up one of his dates. Probably about 80, 90 years old, you know.
That's what I was thinking, actually. Yeah, he said she's the RN there. So, or she's an or ARN there. So, yeah, that I was thinking that, but yeah. And that's something, dude. Like whenever I was in the military, I actually kind of had a knack for dealing with blood and shit. Like they brought us to do the training exercises. I don't remember the acronym for what the shit is called. Just that I promise you, there's a fucking acronym for it. Like it's spelled with letters, but I don't remember, dude. I don't remember. Anyway, I used to be pretty decent at like wrapping, taping, packing wounds and shit like that. At least on the fucking dummies. I never had to do it in real life, but I mean, you're supposed to treat it like it's a real life scenario, so I kind of did, and I was pretty good at it. You know, I might not be the best at figuring out who to deal with first, but dude, triage. I don't know. Everybody's screaming help. Just start with one, and you'll end up with the next one. I mean, especially if there's a group of you, it ain't just pick one, dude. I know that kind of got way off the rails, but yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah, especially as a friend. They're nice to have. You coming to get all your Easter grass?
I put it on my head.
You're putting it on your head.
Yeah.
You
No,
stupid
see,
baby.
the big joke between me and Dave is I call him a male gigolo. He dates older women for money so he can buy Snap-on tools.
I mean, shoot, bro. At least he ain't buying them. At least he ain't gonna be in debt 50,000 to snap on.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, dude, I can't do it, man. I think even if like, because Festool, Snap on, what's the other one, Makita, like they don't make any tool that another tool brand doesn't make. And I also don't think that they make any tools
They do. They
that
do
similar.
that other brands don't. So, yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot of tools Festool makes that no one else makes, and there's quite a few tools that Makita makes that no one else.
All right. Which ones specifically? Because Milwaukee come out with a dust collection system.
The Domino.
Everybody's got sanders. Everybody's got a track saw.
You got their Domino. You got their tech jointer. You've got their
what is a Domino?
Their router. They have a CNC router that has a swiveling pivoting base that can also be computer controlled.
What is the Domino? Because I seen you and Squawk talking about it, but I didn't know what the fuck it was, so I wasn't trying to sound stupid. But what exactly is a Domino?
A Domino. A lot of people think that it's like a they all think it's like a biscuit jointer, and they all think it's like a dowler. But what it is it's a mortise and tenon machine. It makes a mortising hole that's on average 1 inch to 1.5 inches wide by about 2 inches deep, and then you put these big chunks of wood that look like a flattened out dowel, but they're a tenon, and you put it in. So they're not for aligning wood; they're actually for structure. That's actually used for making doors and stuff like that, and stuff that's going to have a lot of weight, a lot of abuse, and you need structure. And you don't have a machine for doing.
Wait a second. You're telling me that professionals are out here using this on a job site?
Yes. We own 2 of them, and they actually paid for themselves in the first week of using them, with the time saved instead of having to do all the mortising and all the mortising that we used to have to do. They save money, made money, and the door company uses them every single day. They're in use every single day.
See, I thought Festool was specifically just like a high-end woodworking brand. I didn't think professionals went to Festool for professional tools.
Oh yeah, no, they're more of a production tool company. They're not so much they were never.
Yeah, I've heard people say that. I've heard other people say that.
There's something that high-end manufacturing plants and that why and stuff like that, but they are expensive. A lot of their tools are way overpriced for what they are, but they do have some tools that no one else makes, and some tools that no one else makes as good as them. It's just like Makita. They have a couple saws that no one else makes that people want, people love. They have a couple different kinds of grinders.
They come out with that beam saw.
They've got grinders that no one else uses. They got mixers that no one else have. They've got some stuff that no one else has caught on to yet. It's just like Metabo. They got things no one else has. Like, look at their new nailers. They got nailers that no one else has now. It's just how the game is, and they play by their market. Like DeWalt is probably the only brand is the only label that actually comes close to comparing to the more industrial and commercial side of Makita in their tool line with selection, like the variety and selection and option of tools that they have for like concrete work and building high-rise towers and stuff like that. Like, and then you got
Might have
Hilti.
to empty that, huh?
Hilti is only a tool that you rent. You never own it.
What's
Don't ever. And you got to have more than 100 people working for you to even bother.
At least it didn't smell like a drink or something, dude. Cat food's better than the liquid. I ain't gonna lie.
Did you see my video where I used my old 10-year-old Snap-on brushed ratchet to put the screw into a piece of wood? The 6-inch timber lock. Oh wow! The Milwaukee can do a 3-inch. Old brush Snap-on can do a 4. Like little tests like that don't impress me. That's like I see people do. They don't impress me. These tests.
Swatch did a Spax, but I don't remember the exact length. But I'm pretty sure it was a 6-inch. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I know he had one of the newer ones, like one of the slim fits or whatever, the ergonomic ones, the newest ones.
Pretty much.
He had
almost every cordless ratchet out there should and does and is capable of actually driving those fasteners, no problem. That's not a like that's going to lag bolts and screws on automotive tools is not a real world way of demonstrating the power or ability of a tool. Using it for the job that it was designed to do is the way.
Yeah, I think. What do you mean by? We're on live right now, baby.
But that's the thing is using a cordless ratchet to put a timber lock or a Spax screw into a piece of wood. That doesn't impress me much, really.
Yes, because that's not even really like you're saying the way that it's designed to be used. You want to know if the body's going to hold up whenever you're pushing on it like a sumbitch to try to break that fucking crankshaft bolt or something. You know what I mean? Like that to me, like you're saying, would be a real test. However, for Swatch's channel specifically, I have to say a lot of his content revolves around driving screws, lags, fasteners of all types. So that would be the one thing, because he's not going to take that brand new tool and torture test it. He's going to have it for probably 6 months to a year until he can afford to replace it at the very fucking least. Then he might torture test it. So I can see why he chose to do that for his channel.
Yeah,
I don't. Like you're saying, I don't think that is a real world scenario test for it. I agree with that 100%.
The best time to abuse a new tool for content creators is in the first 3 days. You abuse the hell out of it, try to break it, and warranty it out.
Well, see, that's the thing, though. Like, I think he wants that tool to, like, personally own it and have it for a while. I agree with what you're saying, but at the same time, until they can afford to replace it, I don't think he's going to do that. Like, I know other content creators that have moolah like that, they'll do that. But I promise you ain't going to see me actively trying to break one of my fucking tools. No, I had one video where I was jerking around and I had this rubber mallet and I smacked the hose of a fucking vacuum that was already broken. That was completely different because I have the fucking hose still just in case this DeWalt hose shits out. I'm sticking that hose on that one. But I don't think that DeWalt hose is going to shit out anytime soon. And I would honestly try to just replace it with another DeWalt hose because that one is too short, which means that the suction rate would it isn't going to be correct. You know what I mean? So I'm going to just go get another DeWalt hose if I fuck that one up. But a rubber mallet on a plastic hose is fine, and I wasn't even whacking the shit out of it. Quick Wrench say he gonna come on in a couple of minutes, so that's cool. I'm not sure what he went to go get, but I'm sure he's going to grab something. He's probably gonna whack the fuck out of something. Yeah, that. Sit that right there. How many of y'all got this little fella? The stubby? Dude, this thing is neat. I have been rocking the 2.5 high output battery on it. I don't use this every day, but I was using it to help a buddy out the other day. He needed to get his tires off. I didn't want to film it, so I didn't. But it works perfectly fine. For four tires, it wasn't hot. Yeah, it wasn't in the middle of the day in the direct sun or nothing like that. It was in the evening. The sun was already most of the way down. It was at least not in our fucking field of vision. That thing, 4 tires, dude, in less than 2 minutes. Minus the interruptions where the bolt got stuck in the deep well socket. I should have used, not a shallow, but I should have used just a normal size, whatever the fuck they're called. I don't know, dude. I'm not a mechanic. Don't hate me. I don't keep up with that kind of stuff. A normal socket. A normal size socket.
At the Midas shop, we got a bunch of those high output 5 amp hour M12 batteries, and I
only have one.
We ended up returning them. Do you know why? We discovered something. The problem that everyone's having with the M12s cutting out and stopping is not the tool thermal overloading; it's the battery. When we stopped and we pulled the new one out and put the old 5 amp hour in there, and it didn't thermal overload and it didn't shut down. It's the battery.
See, and that's fucking
batteries.
That they don't have the same tech that they put in these tools because the batteries never fucking get hot in the M18 tools ever. All the heat is generated up here. It's concentrated to about here. And every thermal image video I have ever seen, whether it's from, and I know no one really likes this guy, but every now and again you gotta watch him. All right, he's got VCG has a couple videos where he shows on his thermal imaging camera that the batteries never get hot on the tool. It's always the head, the handle, down to about right here, and then there's some kind of insulation up in here that stops it from generating the heat all the way to the bottom to the battery. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that tech is. Probably just some styrofoam or some extra thick plastic or something that just stops it from getting to the battery.
Yeah.
If you're telling me that on this same tool, they don't have that tech somewhere up in here to stop it from fucking up these batteries.
No, that's what.
kind of,
No, that's what the problem is. It has that technology in the tool that senses the battery's temperature, and when the battery gets certain amount of resistance, that's going to cause it to thermal overload. The tool shuts off.
Yeah.
And the batteries, for some reason, the resistance just isn't balanced in those new high outputs like the old ones. The old ones, we didn't have that problem of the tool cutting out or the battery thermal overloading. We could literally run the tool till it's like, yeah, I guess
that's great.
Do you got this one yet, Dimmy?
The stick impact? No, I do not. I don't know the actual name of it.
Yeah,
but the 90 degree? Is that what it is?
You can tell that I actually use my tools a lot.
Right.
They're all abused.
I want to get the boots. I know for a fact I need to get the boots, dude, because today, whenever I took the bolt off with that drill, I did it slowly. I did have it in speed too, but trigger control. I preach that all the time, and I'm going to preach that now because it helped me today. We couldn't find a ratchet at first, and I was like, dude, I brought the drill. I'm just going to go use it. So I got the bolt off, dude. I mean, like, I don't have the actual drill on me, but I had that sumbitch going this slow, dude. I had that sumbitch going that slow. and it just popped right off. And I was like, okay, so they didn't put the bolt on that tight. That's good. That's good. So when I put it on a little tighter than how they had it. I went to the oil filter. I dented that son of a bitch. You know them black and yellow with the rubber hose, fucking the oil filter removers? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Dude, I had one of them. The plastic from me pushing on it, trying to get it off, fucking dented it. I had to go find a pair of channel locks and use channel locks to get the son bitch off. And I about broke through it. I didn't know oil filters were that weak. All right. I mean, like, look, man, I had the little rubber hose on it and I was going the right way. That's what confused the hell out of me, is that I was going the correct way to remove it. Because I even had her dad, my wife's dad. We were over there today, and I called him out there. I'm like, bro, just make sure I'm going the right way. And he watched me. He didn't touch anything. He watched me, and he was like, yeah, you're going the right way. They probably put it on with a socket. And I was like, you gotta be shitting me. I ain't got money for no socket right now, dude. And he's like, well, I might have one here. He went and looking, and I was like, buddy, you got some channel locks. I'm gonna get it off of there, bro. He found me some channel locks.
You want to know the ultimate cheat for getting a stuck oil filter off is take a screwdriver, jam it through the side, make sure you got the bucket, let the oil drip out, then use the screwdriver to literally twist it off, and it'll come off.
That's an option.
Right.
Just poke. So that's why they're weak, just in case they get lodged on like that. You can poke through and use.
No, it's just an hack that is old timer too. Oil filters are made the way that they are because they don't need to be super heavy steel. Cost, manufacturing prices, costs, and stuff like that. They're just made the way that they are because of manufacturing costs, and they don't need to be anything more than like 22 gauge tin. They don't need to be anything more than that. Like
they are tin. Okay, yeah. That's what he was saying. He was like, that STP brand might still make them out of tin.
But I was like, no, that's why when you put an oil filter on, you put a little bit of oil on the rubber gasket and you put it on hand tight, just hand tight. Don't use any tools.
That's what I did, dude. I took my shirt off and I made it extra tight with my shirt, dude. I didn't even put the pliers back on.
Because what happens is that rubber gasket will swell and push against the engine block.
And it'll get more tight over time.
And it gets tighter, but not all that heat and expansion, and a little bit of oil gets in there and it kind of hydrolocks. And so you don't have to put them on any tighter than hand. Put them on hand tight, real snug. That's it. That's all you got to do. Nothing more.
That's what I did, bro. I took my shirt off, made sure I had some extra grip. And it's good. Fuck it. I made it home. I made it home. Shit.
And someday, Jimmy, you'll be able to get this big boy, the 3/4 inch Metabo.
Bruh, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I get one, it's gonna be the Milwaukee. And the only reason I'm saying that is because of the specs on it and from the lifespan.
I would invest when it comes to impacts that are 20 volt. Like M12, keep the M12 for the tight stuff. But right now, literally the best impact guns and drivers next to Ingersoll Rand. Ingersoll Rand is still king in that industry for a lot of reasons. But DeWalt, their high torque and mid torque are superior to anything Milwaukee has right now. Not that they're build quality, because even the Gen 2, this is the Gen 1, but even the Gen 2 has this problem. See these 4 little screws here? They come out. This thing will shake it. The Milwaukee shake themselves so much that those screws come out. And the only way to fix it is to get permanent.
I think that's the Generation 2. The Generation 3, they fixed that problem. I forgot the model number, but I know it's the newer 1/2 inch or 3/4. No, you said that's 3/4 inch, right?
Now, this one here is the half.
I'm talking about the 1/2 inch impact.
This is the 1/2 inch. This is my 3/4 inch. I got this
My
one.
bad. Yeah.
I got this one because the specs don't say it's as high as the Milwaukee or that, but the difference about this one is this one has a heavier anvil and it hits harder. It may not have the same
Yeah.
amount of torque, but this one here, because it's got a heavier hammer, heavier anvil, it hits harder and it's actually able to take off bolts way faster and way bigger than what the Milwaukee's and DeWalt does. That's where the difference is. The numbers aren't there, and like the torque channel, they test it, and their torque specs are there. But in the real world scenario, because the weight of the hammer on this thing, it actually hits harder. So in the first 15 seconds of pulling the trigger, you get more force instantaneously than you do these guys here. But DeWalt, like I'm actually going to be straightforward and honest with anyone out there looking for new tool lines. Metabo and DeWalt, those two tool brands, everything that you're going to need, unless you're a mechanic. If you're a mechanic, you're going to want the M12, but don't invest in their M18. Don't invest in the M18 stuff.
The M12 line for mechanics is 100% where it's at, dude. Around here, online, that's pretty much the direction that most people are leaning. The M12 line is all you need. They got 1/4 inch impact. They got all the way up to 1 inch, dude. And the 1 inch Milwaukee is still one of the top 3 1 inch guns out there.
It's not the Milwaukee. It's the weakest one. It's the weakest 1 inch impact on the whole entire
market. I just said it's one of the top 3 in terms of 1 inch, and it's still, even with its specs, I still see people using it all the time on like 18 wheelers and shit. I mean, dude, like not 18 wheelers, but like heavy equipment, machinery and shit.
The reason why you see it a lot because it's readily available. It's the only 1 inch that's readily.
They can go get another one if they absolutely have to, yes, or they can go get a part for it, yes.
I
got you.
But the one thing is the Ingersoll Rand 1 inch, the Wera and the Weehaw 1 inch, the Worth 1 inch.
That's my medicine, baby. That's not handy, and I need you to leave them alone. That's Mucinex.
And unfortunately, the Makita 1 inch. Those are the top 4. Milwaukee's like 5 or 6 in absolute power. But the reason why Milwaukee is used by everyone is because they're available on the shelf.
Yeah.
In Ingersoll Rand, you have to special order it. Worth, you have to special order it. Wera, you have to special order it. The Makita, you have to special order it. But that's the thing is like
before we get
if you go to some of the more commercial shops and the bigger shops, you will see a lot more Ingersoll Rand and a lot more Worth right now for heavy line tools like 1 inch and 3/4 inch because they're fascinating. But no.
Now I've got this thing in my hand here.
Literally, what we have at the Midas shop, the M12 we keep, but we're not investing in any of the M18 tools at the Midas's. We're going DeWalt. We're putting all the M18 with DeWalt stuff because the DeWalt stuff seems to be a lot more durable, a lot more better. They're more oil resistant. They're more shock resistant. They're just more reliable. They're cheaper. But they're mid torque and they're high torque. They're just powerful. They're just for what they are and the price of them. There's nothing that touches them. Nothing. It's.
While we're on the subject, DeWalt, Milwaukee, and this thing I got in my hand here, it's the Gen 2 Surge. I seen a video that explained this. And I just want to shout out Drew with Tools. Drew does tools, whatever his name is. Y'all know. Hopefully, y'all know who I'm talking about. All right.
I had my
great
fella when he first started. I thought he was a weirdo, but I love him now. He's freaking awesome.
Bro, this dude, he explained why the Gen 2 Surge and the DCF 870 have such a big controversy around larger fasteners smaller fasteners, and sometimes this one wins and sometimes the DeWalt wins. The reason is, like the Metabo, it has a heavier hitting hammer. So, or sorry, the hammers that the hydraulic, it's a hydraulic impact, all right? These are the hydraulic impacts that
But
I'm talking about.
they actually still use a hammer mechanism. They still use an anvil.
Yeah, but the thing is that with these, this one hits faster.
Yep.
The DeWalt hits harder.
Harder. Yep.
So even while it does, the DeWalt's it's less impacts, and I believe it's slightly less RPMs. With that being said, it has a heavier hitting hammer, so on the thicker screws, thicker lags, it's gonna drive them faster.
Yep.
While this one, for the smaller fasteners, it's going to drive them faster because it has more impacts per minute and it is revolving faster.
Yeah.
Saying that out loud,
like that,
it's like it makes a little more sense. You know what I mean?
That's the one thing. Like when Drew first started, I thought he was some whack job because he was just doing. He was literally torturing tools by putting batteries that should not be on those tools on them. But now he's getting
But
more
I think
into the scientific.
explaining the whole thing why you shouldn't do that. Like, and then he was showing why. He was like, okay, so this is a normal battery. Boom. This one is the DeWalt battery on the Milwaukee. Boom. You see that? That's the time difference, and that it did this to the tool. Like, I'm pretty sure he was explaining why you should not do that.
Well, when he first started, he wasn't doing that. He was clickbaiting. But now that he's getting into more of the scientific and the explaining stuff, I'm actually really like him, and I'm actually really impressed by him. Like he does his homework,
Yeah,
he does his research,
dude's a freaking
and he's doing good. Like I'm really impressed with him.
He's a genius to me. Shit, he understands it better than anybody else. But ain't nobody else explained it. He figured it out. But I will say, I mean, I don't run giant fasteners all day, and even if you are, you're not picking this tool up. Not a fucking hydraulic impact. You're gonna grab a drill or you're gonna grab a normal impact. Like whether that be the Gen 4, your DCF 860, 850, 845, all the other ones that are out by them.
The
dude,
truth,
I mean,
in construction, even in high-rise tower and stuff like that, unless you're doing timber frame or timber lock or pole barn and stuff like that, and working with big timbers and stuff like that, these are about the biggest screw that you're ever going to use, and you're going to use these for anchoring deck boards and stuff like that. Nothing else, because everything else is done with nails, and well, we don't really use screws.
Yeah,
because screws are not as strong as you think people think they are.
Well, that's the thing. Nails bend for a reason. They bend so that way you can bend them back into place.
Like the truth is, as long as your drill or impact driver can drive a 5 to 6 inch spacks, that's all you're gonna need.
That's all you need.
You need anything more than that.
Yeah, dude. This is all you need it to do. Fuck. Like screws are awesome, but you don't build houses with them for a reason, man. The nails bend so that way the house doesn't fall down. The amount of pressure it takes to snap a screw, you can bend a nail like 10, 15, 20 times and it'll still go back straight. It will, dude. And you can still drive it. It'll still hold things.
It's all about shear force. When building houses, it all comes about the shear force, not so much lateral or diagonal force. It's all about shear force.
That's not to say that you can't use screws to straighten boards and take bows out real quick and stuff like that. Like if you got a board that's crooked and you need it to come back straight, you know, I've seen people just drive a screw next to where you need it and then kind of like just force it with your hammer to where it'll go to where you need it to go. Yeah. But then you take that screw out and you just kind of keep going. Like Like it's just kind of. I've also seen where if it's like you're trying to get it flat, like, but it's crooked down here, they'll take and they'll put a screw in the bottom to bring it in, but then they'll take and nail it and then take that screw out.
Yeah.
So,
Like-
like, I mean, like, screws have purpose. It's just temporary purpose.
Well, screws are great for furniture and cabinet and stuff like that. Stuff that's not going to see movement and stuff like that.
Things up. Yeah.
But the truth is 98% of everyone in the construction and carpentry industry is never going to ever use one of these big old beastly timber screws. Like I said, only a very, very specific group of builders use these things, unless you're in Germany or Switzerland, where they're building all their houses out of timber now.
So how do you feel about like iron railings and stuff where you have them giant fucking lags that you use to fasten them down to the concrete and shit?
Oh yeah, no
Because
problem.
even then, I mean, like, dude, I like them. I'm not saying I don't like them. I'm just saying, like, you know, as far as structural goes, what would you rather be using? Like a mid torque, a high torque?
Actually,
Would you take an M12 with you?
with concrete anchors and concrete fasteners, I do not use a power tool. I do it by
You would
hand.
rather use like,
Torque them. I use a torque wrench to torque them because they have a torque spec that has to be put down. You don't just drive them in with an impact gun. In your, and if you set it in properly, you can just spin the bolt down in 2 seconds with your finger, put your torque wrench on it, and torque it down. You don't need a power tool for doing like concrete anchors and concrete fasteners. You just need to drill the hole, put the hilty hit in it, put the fastener in, bang it down with your hammer, tighten up the bolt by hand, then torque it down. But when it comes to going into wood and stuff like that, I myself will use a lag bolt or a lag screw for it because they're stronger. Like I'll take a lag bolt over one of these spacks any day because they're stronger. They're just strong. Like, and they're cheaper too. They're 1/4 of the price of this. For the price of one of these, I can buy 5 lag bolts the same size.
dude, I know I've run into it a lot over here. But here, let's go take a look at this real quick. I've run into it a lot over here. So I've started taking a look. Like if I go upstairs, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. But like these, dude, I've had to tighten these up a lot. Just going down, going around. Like I did this building already. But
Do you know
I haven't really pushed many of the other buildings.
Do you know why they come out? Because that
Over time, dude, the building settles.
well, not only that, you got to seal that wood that it's going into because moisture is going to constantly go in there and it's going to expand and contract.
There ain't no wood. That shit going into concrete. That shit ain't going into wood.
That looked like wood up there.
Oh shit! Hold on, let me go get my light. We're about to go really look at this. Baby,
go
get that light out your room.
That looked like a wood. That looked like a wood ledger. that everything was.
You bring it down tomorrow and put it on charge.
Well,
Yeah, hand me that.
If the bolts coming loose on
Come on with me, you gotta get two.
take them off and put some red Loctite on them.
I've heard of people doing that. You getting your Crocs on, baby?
Like if you
Yeah,
put
baby.
if you put a lag bolt into wood, you
We're going upstairs.
you put PL Premium or PL 400 on the bolt, and you drive it in and will adhere, seal, and protect. On concrete,
CMT?
on concrete, a little bit of PL Premium or Hilti hit, and then drive it in, and then Loctite on the bolt, nut and bolt, and that will keep it from coming off.
So now that we're up here, you see them bolts and you see how that's
No,
going into a concrete frame.
it's really fuzzy.
Like it is. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
it is a
Let me
concrete.
take the
It is a
let me
concrete.
take the Wi-Fi. You see it now?
Yeah, that is a concrete. Just down below it, look like a wood ledger.
If I would have dropped this phone, bro, we'd be screwed.
No,
But no, yeah, no, it's going into a concrete frame, and like it's all concrete up here, dude. But like I say, dude, I've went with that stubby, and I've just tightened them up a little bit. But a lot of these were already like cracked out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you should be able to actually see.
see,
Like a lot of these were already so loose, like they just spun.
Yeah.
And I actually pulled one out, and I told the managers we needed to get a few more of these so that way I could go through and at least.
But when they come out, the only way to fix it is to drill a slightly bigger hole and go with a bigger one. But that's the thing is everyone that installs these concrete anchors.
Do you mean a slightly deeper hole?
No, slightly wider hole, and you go with a heavier anchor, so that way it bites, and so that way it bites in because now that hole's broken apart up inside. It's never going to tighten properly. It's never going to set properly. But whenever you do one of these brand new, like fresh and clean start new, never put them in dry. Put either PL Premium or Hilti Hit in with it. And that adhesion, it's a glue. And it helps adhere this to it. Also seals that way moisture doesn't get in because moisture will get in there and cause the concrete to deteriorate. The bolt could possibly rust and deteriorate, cause damage. By adding Hilti Hit or PL Premium or PL 400 or adhesive to the end to these when you're putting it in the hole, it prevents that from happening, prevents it from breaking and falling down. And then on the bolt side, put some Loctite on it, torque it down to the torque spec, and you're done. Never ever install them into a hole dry. Never. That's how it fails.
No, I don't think they did whenever they did the first time. But the problem is that they did that back in the 90s. Because I asked whenever them rails was put in, and they said, well, no, for these buildings it was the 70s, but for the other buildings it was the 90s. Like they had the first set. I stay in C, and A, B, and C were built in the 70s.
Yeah.
D through G were built in the 90s. But either way, if I remember correctly, it was either a 17 or a 19 that I used on them bolts. I'm pretty sure it was a 17. So that means if I drilled it a little bigger and we found, like you're saying, an anchor for a 19, that would be the only way to do it.
That would be the best way to do it. And then when you put it in there, like I said, just get some PL Premium and glob it on there, or a tube of Hilti Hit and slap it in there.
Yeah. Get the Wi-Fi back on now that I'm inside.
And if you can't get Hilti Hit, you get the DeWalt stuff. You got it. This is what you use for putting rebar into holes and those anchors. This stuff here. This is the AC 100 plus gold. This DeWalt is actually really good. I actually like it more than the Hilti stuff. Actually, a lot more than the Hilti stuff. God, with all this random stuff that I have in here, you'd almost think that I build stuff for a living.
Because I'm pretty sure we can. I'm pretty sure they make more, baby. Come to think of it, you should figure out how they make them things, and we can just make them for you. Does anybody know that's here, like how to make a bouncy ball? Like I know it's just rubber, and you fill it up with clear, like epoxy shit, so that way you can set certain things in there, and then you just, I guess you got yourself a bouncy ball.
No, dude, the best way to build a bouncy ball is to go down to Walmart and reach onto the shelf and buy one. No.
We can build houses, but fuck, we can't make no ball bounce.
I could just see you right now shredding up old rubber boots and trying to melt them down in a pot to pour them into a ball.
Can anyone guess what this is?
That's McDonald's French fries.
Have fun, baby. Hey, it's 8:30. In about 10 minutes, I'm gonna get up off of here, and we got to get you in the bath, okay? Oh, all right. Well, good. All right, shit. Cool. I'll stay on for another 10, 15 minutes at least.
Oh.
I guess we'll get the bath in the morning. I know I gotta take a shower tonight. We got paint all the fuck over me, and I gotta get that shit off.
Did you see my little tip of using drywall compound on cheap plywood to make it look like it's a professional finish?
No, I did not. I'm gonna have to check that out. But tell me about it real quick.
I made a little short. All I did because, well, finished plywood with one side smooth is expensive. And when you buy cheap plywood, you can't sand it smooth. You can't sand it perfect. It's horrible. So, and wood filler's expensive. Wood filler's expensive. And I've done this a lot in my life for like my own little projects, utility projects, or even customers that just didn't have a lot of money to buy expensive wood. So I take utility plywood, I take my spatula, and I take drywall compound, and I skim it over to fill in all the holes, fill in all the gaps, cracks, and holes. Then I sand it down smooth, and then I just then I paint it with an enamel paint, a cheap enamel paint, not a standard latex paint, an enamel paint, something that goes hard, and I'm literally just make paint grade plywood smooth, and it looks beautiful and has a nice finish for cheap.
That's a damn good idea.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you, because I know we had some of the sanded plywood that was left over from the original kit. We had some of it left over. But as far as the other plywood that was just the standard like $56 shit you get from Home Depot. It's unfinished, unsanded, whatever. And all I did for that was I primed it stupid thick, bro. And like you're saying, I filled in all them holes and shit. They're still there. There's still texture on the motherfucker, but it ain't as bad.
It goes from this
to
this.
Yeah.
Perfectly smooth.
Yeah.
It goes from looking ugly, nasty, and that's only with one coat of paint with quick hand sand. That second coat of paint will finish it off.
So with enamel paint, you don't need to prime, or are you still gonna prime it, like with kilts or whatever?
No, you don't need to prime it with enamel. Most of the enamel paints have a primer built in. They have their own adhesion. So most of them have their own adhesive and own adhesion in it. You don't really need it. Like I use 1, 2, 3 enamel. It's a primer, a mold blocker, a stain blocker, and a paint all in one. But it's an enamel.
Yeah.
So. Oh, and I had to bring one of my big bandsaws home from the shop. That was fun. I got a whole bunch of arches to make and fun stuff to build, and I'm not going to use my tiny little bandsaw. So I brought home my old Delta, the dinosaur, the relic. I wanted to bring home the Luguana, but the guys at the shop they said they'd quit if I took that took that bandsaw. I was like, no, you're not taking the only good bandsaw we have. No, like, damn it.
Yeah, I guess in terms of, making money, you might want to leave that one there. As far as the bandsaw goes, I ain't gonna lie to you, dude. If you don't need a stupid big one, like one of them ones Bearded Woodworks has and all that, if all you're doing is using it on like projects and shit at the house, you could actually, and I don't recommend this, but you could probably go get you a good bandsaw and then just go get the Hercules bandsaw station, because it was saying that that station you can stick the Milwaukee in, a Metabo, Bosch, any brand, I believe. It don't have to be the Hercules bandsaw.
Even buying the Bauer version of this one here, this is the Mastercraft. Bauer has a version. Ryobi has one. Let's take step one. This thing here, this little benchtop unit is great for taking. I take it to the job sites with me. It's inexpensive. It does everything that you need to do, and if you set it up properly, it works just as good. Like honestly, if you're a little DIY hobbyist or even doing cabinets and stuff like that, and you want something to put on a job site, the Ryobi, the Craftsman, the Mastercraft, the Craftsman, the Porter Gable, which is on sale at Lowe's right now for like I think it's $100. You can go buy it. The Bauer version of it, it's great. Like you don't really need the big boy. Like this is only for when you're doing serious stuff. So, like only time you need one of these is when you're going to be doing some serious work and a lot of it. So,
would you say you would want to use that for like thick ass slabs of walnut and shit like that?
Slabs, walnuts, anything over 2.5 inches in thickness, and also harder woods. Like this little thing here.
So you would want to use that potentially on like
birdhouses and cabinets and making adjustments to cabinets and plywood and stuff like that. But a little thing like this is not going to do big chunks of wood. Like this is great. Like this,
yeah.
Guys are great for DIY hobbyists and stuff like that. But if you are going to get into like doing bigger chunks of wood and slabs and stuff like that, and making arches and curves, you're going to want to go to at least a 10-inch bandsaw, not a 9-inch. With the 10-inch, you got to be careful because there's two different types. The measurement that we're talking about is from the blade to the rail, from here to here. Like this one's 14 inches from here to here. But there are some 10-inchers that have really short. You can get some 10-inchers that give you about 8 inches of clearance height. So you also want to make sure that you got good clearance height. But that's the thing is if you're going to be more serious about it, you don't need to buy a big 12-inch or 16-inch or that. I do recommend that you go to a 10-inch over a 9-inch because there is a big difference in cut capacity between a 9-inch tabletop, like this one here. This is a 9-inch tabletop, and a 10-inch. But the price tag is only like $50 to $100 difference for it. But that's the thing is if you're lucky, you can go on Marketplace. I see these things on Marketplace all the time. You can go buy these old Deltas and stuff like that for God. I've seen them for like $80 to $200. Like when I first got this thing, it was almost $1,600.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing is I'll never sell it because I'll never get my money. Like I've already got my money out of it from everything I've made with it, but that's the thing is for what they're selling for and what people pay for them. Like that's the thing is a lot of big ticket tools. You don't have to buy brand myself. Hold on, my camera went off again. Damn you! What did you do? What did you do? What did you do, camera? Hold on, I'll be right back.
Your battery might have died on it.
I'll be back. No, my battery didn't die. It just came unplugged. Come on.
She gonna have to get all the goddamn Easter grass. That shit ain't staying on the floor. I know that.
I'll be right back.
You can't have that. Oh yeah. I probably got like at most 5-10 minutes. But before I go, I will say if anybody wants to come check me out, y'all probably already have. But just in case, I am, as the name suggests, Bayou Maintenance. You might have to put and projects. I doubt it. Bayou Maintenance. I'm the only one. I currently work at an apartment complex where I do anything and everything, man, from the plumbing to the painting, dude. I mean, dude, I do it all, bro. I got like 400 and something videos of just pure maintenance, dude. Any sort of home renovations that you might need to be doing, man, I'll pretty much show you how to do them. Like if you get a brand new door and you just so happen to have a trim router, you can hang it, all right? Because if you got a trim router, that damn sure means you got a drill, all right? And probably an impact or two laying around. I don't have any videos really of doing it with like chisels or anything. I kind of just got those. I was doing everything with power tools just because that was the quickest way to do it. And in terms of production, you want to do it as fast as possible, not as precise as possible.
Fixed it. Fixed.
You're back.
Yeah, no. Yep. Like that. Like I was saying with big ticket tools, you don't always have to buy them new, like band saws, table saws. Like things are expensive. Go on marketplace, take a look around, see what's out there. Sometimes you get some really good deals, some really nice deals and stuff like that. Like you can pick up some really nice drill presses and stuff like that. Like that's the thing is everyone's always like, oh, I gotta go buy brand new, but why? Why? Like if you have the money and that, but that's the thing is you save a lot of money and sometimes you can get some far better because a lot of the older tools are just built better than the new tools. Like that's the thing is if I was gonna go buy another shop table, say I needed another shop table saw, I would not go buy a new one from a store. I would go on marketplace and find myself like another craftsman professional or another big heavy cast iron professional table saw for shop table because those older saws are just better built than the new ones. The motors are better, everything's better about them, and they're cheaper.
I can buy, bro. I would have to say like I agree with maybe not going out and buying like the best fucking thing in the world. Like, bruh, I ain't buying Delta. They're nice, they're amazing, but to be completely honest with you, dude, the flex table saw really impresses me.
Yep.
Like every time I've seen Josh using it, that thing is impressive. It comes with its own fence, and it's got a light just in case you need extra light. I mean, you're probably not going to, and if you do, you most likely already have a light laying around that you're willing to just set up real quick so you can see better. But
That's when it comes to cordless table saws and portable job site saws, because that's what that is. It's only eight. It's only
yeah,
8.25 inch blade. It's not a full 10 inch. Flex does make the two best table saws, but they're expensive, really expensive now, because they're not on sale and they're not on clearance. And to go buy them from the only people that are selling them right now, like their 10 inch is about $1,500 with two batteries and the saw and the stand. Their 8 inch, the one that Josh has, is about $1,000 now. So the Metabo
I think
HPT,
you
which
got it for like $200.
then you got then you go with then you go with the Metabo HPT, which is extremely comparable to the 10-inch Flex. It may not have all the fancy bells and whistles, but I can tell you one thing: it's built good, because I've had mine for friggin' 8 years now, and it gets used every single day and abused. But that's the thing. Though, when it comes to job site table saws, portable battery powered table saws, I would say Flex or Metabo. I wouldn't say anything else. When it comes to a shop table saw, like what Josh was trying to do with the Delta, I would not buy a single new contractor's table saw, any brand new table saw. I would buy an
He
old
just got
Craftsman. I would buy
boxes.
an old Craftsman belt drive with the external motor, not a built-in motor like his. Like the new Delta, all the new Delta tools and all the new shop tools, like the cast iron tabletops and stuff like that, they're garbage. They're all garbage. They're trash. Like, but like that's the thing is, like, you can go on Marketplace, get a $150 Craftsman cast iron tabletop with a 8 horsepower motor. There is no table
Yeah,
saw that you can buy that's going to compare to that thing. There's nothing new that you can buy that will ever do what that thing does and have the power that it has, the accuracy that it has, the ability and capability that it has. There's nothing out there. But like the Delta that Josh bought, I looked into it. The motor is built inside. It uses a micro belt, not a full true belt. It's an underpowered motor, and the whole entire way that the table's put up for alignment and adjustment, it's too easy for it to get whacked and out of alignment, and it's too easy for it to get damaged. It's very poorly built. I would never buy that table saw. I actually feel bad for Josh actually buying that saw, because I thought, well, when they were talking about Delta, I thought it was going to be an external motor, like mine, like my big rigid, my Craftsman, and my big Delta that I have. They're all external motors. It's a motor that I can literally unbolt with two bolts and replace it, and it's a big honking motor, like the motor that's on my van. They use a big motor like that thing. It doesn't use a tiny little motor that's put in like in one of these things. Like no, he would have been so much better off going onto Marketplace, finding an old Craftsman or one of the old rigids, like the old rigids that have the external motor that are belt driven. Like he would have been far better off. Because I will say this thing, when it comes to doing serious cabinet work and building cabinets, I do not use a job site table saw. A job site portable table saw like my Metabo or the Flexes and stuff like that. Great for small projects, great for small jobs, great for taking out to the job site to do stuff. But if I'm going to be building real serious cabinets, I go to my shop, my actual cabinet shop, and I'll use my big job site table saws. Or if I need to, and I'll bring one of my contractor with cast iron. Like most of the time I take my Craftsman because I love my Craftsman. My old Craftsman is friggin' king. I'll bring that home with me. It's heavy as hell, but I'll bring that thing home from the shop and use that thing for the more serious jobs. But because there's no like that, that's the thing. But for not most of the stuff that most people do, like in their garage and hobby stuff like that, like the Flex is expensive. Like, and for a lot of people doing DIY, you can't justify that price. And cordless,
nope.
with a table saw cordless, isn't really a necessity. Corded table saw is going to be more efficient. Because you're not moving it around; it's staying in one place majority of the time, and stuff like that. And it's just going to be more efficient. It's going to be better. But if you have the money and you want to make an investment in a portable cordless table saw, Flex is my number one choice because number one, the Flex is AC and DC like the Metabo. You can plug it into the wall or you can run it on batteries, just like the Metabo. That's where Flex did it right. It's both AC and DC like the Metabo is. But it does have more power. It has a couple extra bells and whistles. Its cut capacity is not as big as the Metabo. The Metabo still has the biggest cut capacity, but when it comes to fit, finish, quality, and power, and extra bells and whistles and being well built, it's like if you got $1,500, buy it. If you got $1,500 and you want to invest it into into the best portable cordless table saw, buy the Flex. Other than that, if you want a cordless and you're on a budget, the Metabo is still pretty expensive for what it is, but it's a 10-inch. You got to remember, these are 10 inches. Every other cordless out there, aside from Flex and Metabo, are 8-inch table saws. So you're not getting full capacity. But if you are going to make a choice to buy a cordless 8-inch, Bosch and DeWalt. Do not buy the Milwaukee. Do not buy any like an Einhell. Einhell actually makes a real nice 36-volt one. It uses two of their batteries. Powerful as hell. Friggin' impressed with that little thing. I'm gonna actually have a video on it because I've only been using it for a couple days. So I'm gonna be putting a video on that. But the little Einhell 8-inch Einhell, holy friggin' damn! For a $200 cordless table saw, I'm friggin' shocked. But that's the thing. Bosch for the 8.25-inch table saws, DeWalt and Bosch. And if you have the money, buy the Flex, the one Josh has. But like I said, the one that Josh has, you'll never get it for $200 like he did. Those days are gone. That same table saw, because the only people selling it are selling it for $1,000 now. And you can get a Bosch and you can get a DeWalt for under $500, and they are just as good.
And that's actually what I would go with too for a table saw. I mean, that's pretty much all my big ticket items are off the wall. The miter saw, it's dual bevel sliding. I love it, bro.
Well, when it comes to a corded contract like portable table saw, DeWalt, like that DeWalt corded contractor, hands down, is the best compact contract portable table saw in the world. It beats the Flex. It beats all of those things. It beats them all. It may not have all the bells and whistles Flex does, but it has more power, has more efficiency. It's just not cordless. It's corded. But you can get it you can pick them up on sale for like $300, and at $350, like even if they were still charging $600-700 for it, you're not going to get a corded job site table. Like DeWalt has some very, very powerful tools, and their corded table saw is literally like my flooring guys. That's what they use. They I got the Bosch. They didn't like the Bosch. They like my Metabo, but they're not getting my Metabo. My Metabo's mine. But the DeWalt, we've tried multiple different brands. The DeWalt goes and goes and goes and goes. So what? They got to plug it into the wall. Who cares? They don't care. They're not moving it around the house. They get to the job site, they set it up, they plug it into the vacuum, they hook up the vacuum. It stays right there till the job is done. It's not moving. So they don't need batteries.
Yeah. And that's what I would do too.
It's endless power. It's endless power. And the nice thing about it being corded, unless you have a wristwatch that has a switch connected to the vacuum that you can press, the only way you can get a vacuum that turns on when the tool turns on is if the tool is plugged into that vacuum. And there's only six vacuums that actually do that built in. But that's the thing is like the only reason why I got the Metabo is because I live off grid. I'm on solar, so me using battery powered tools is more efficient. If I was living in a house or at a garage or something like that, I would buy the DeWalt all day long. All day long, I would buy that DeWalt table saw, plug it into the wall, and done.
Shit. I don't mind if stuff like that is corded, dude. Corded table saw, corded miter saw, corded vacuums. Like I had a battery powered one, but I never used a filter one.
Well, the problem with
Where are
cordless,
you gonna do?
the problem with
Go
cordless,
get you a bucket. Well, don't just pile it up, baby. We gotta put it in something. Go find us something to put it in. Go get you a basket or something. Yeah, that means we have to put it somewhere. Why do you not understand, baby? Just go get a bucket. So that way we can put the grass in the bucket. I know you got one. Go get one. Go get a little Easter basket or something.
Lieutenant Columbia, happy Easter to you too, my buddy.
Oh my Lord. Child.
The big problem with battery powered big ticket tools is you got to have 3 to 4 batteries and a really good charger, because the batteries die too fast.
Yeah.
And with a cordless tool, big ticket tool, like if you're using a table saw and your battery dies halfway through a cut, that sucks. That doesn't happen when you have when you plug your saw into the wall with a corded. You don't, your battery doesn't die halfway through a cut on you because there's no battery.
I'm just helping. Here. Now pick all that up and put it in that box.
It's not necessary. To be honest, with routers, trim router, yeah, get a cordless trim router. That's practical. But if you're going for like a 2 horsepower or higher, get a corded. Because once again, if that battery cuts out in the middle of doing a routing job on a big job, an expensive job for a customer, it's gonna fuck up the job. It's like a cordless router. I use my big HPT cordless router, my half inch one, only for small jobs, small projects that are in and out real quick. But when
That
I'm
depends on the size of the job itself. A
Yeah,
cordless router, if you're just doing doors and stuff like Columbo, can you say specifically what you're about to be using it for? I feel like a trim router is all I've ever needed for doing the stuff that I do, but I can see where a plunge router, a bigger, like the one with the little handles on the side, I can see where them would come in handy too. So, like me personally, all I've got is the Milwaukee trim router right now. But I do feel like buying a plunge router, and if I'm gonna buy one, it's gonna be cordless. I wouldn't mind actually starting the DeWalt line with that tool purchase. They have, in my opinion, one of the better big plunge routers. Like,
I would actually,
in my opinion, this makes
I
the
would
most
go-
sense.
I would stay with the Metabo, because the Metabo is the exact same power. It's more ergonomic, and you're already on the battery platform. But the thing is, though, is that one there, you can plug it into the wall. You can buy the AC DC adapter and plug it into the wall. Because when you're coming to the big routers, like for trim router, cordless is the only way to go with a trim router. With a big with a big half-inch router, they drain batteries really fast. Like that's the thing is I own the Metabo, and we also have the Makita one, and it's great for small jobs. But when we're doing like linear feet upon linear foot, when that battery cuts out in the middle of a routing job, it destroys the wood. It wrecks it. So like if you're just doing quick small jobs, cordless is great. But if you're doing a big job, a production job, or you're working on $1 million house or $1 million cabinet set, don't use the cordless. Get a corded. and corded are cheaper, and you can get more power out of the corded. Because, like for example, you've seen my rotors, my 3 horsepower and my 4 horsepower. There's nothing those rotors can do. You can't get that in cordless. But that's the thing is, it all literally depends on what you're going to be doing. Like trim rotor, the only option is cordless because trim rotor, like the corded trim
I
rotors,
want to say they go to 2.5 horsepower, right? If they're cordless, like the big Metabo, they're 2.5.
Yep, 2.5.
What would you need 3 horsepower for?
Oak, maples, just heavy,
All the real hard wood.
heavier, denser wood. You need constant. Like that's the thing is, you need constant power, constant speed. It cannot slow down. It cannot decelerate, and the power cannot change. When you're working with heavy, denser woods, harder woods, and stuff like that, if the RPM changes or it gets down or like the battery cuts out, it's going to screw up the wood. It's gonna destroy stuff. It's gonna mess stuff up. I see it. It's happened to me. I've seen it happen to so many other people. So it all depends on like for going in doing a quick little job that's only going to take half an hour. Yes, having the cordless is a great option because then you can just grab it, go in, get the job done. Do. But if it's going to be, you're going to be there all day long, routing like you have to set up your rotor table. Like you're going to set up a rotor table, and you got like
you're routing out a business's big ass windows. You would want corded. Yeah. I can see where you would want to go corded for that.
Because like I said, it's like nothing sucks more than you having $600 chunk of maple, and you're sitting there and you're routing a bevel on it, and that router turns off right in the middle of it. And as it turns off, it tears out a big chunk in that $600 piece of maple. Now you've got to replace that $600 piece of maple out of your pocket. You're not going to have that problem with a corded one. That's where you have to think logically when it comes to choosing cordless or corded for the job. If the battery cuts out and it loses power, is it going to screw up the job? Is it going to damage something? Is something going to go wrong? And how much is it going to cost me to fix it?
Whoa, what are you doing?
Turn your light off.
And you didn't just grab a bucket?
I can't reach it.
Fuck, man, I thought you was about to go grab the stapler and go fuck. Man, no. It's too late for all that, bro. Go play your game.
I have to turn your light off.
Y'all want to see why I'm asking this? Because look at this shit. She's walking around with that fuck 3-step ladder like she about to go hang up some siding or something.
And Colombo, for trim routers, I'm going to be honest. People love the flex. They say they like the flex. They out flex. I'm going to tell you, the Milwaukee or the Bosch. Buy the Bosch or the Milwaukee. Do you know why? Because they have a plunge router base that is smooth. The Milwaukee plunge router base is smooth. The Bosch plunge router base is smooth. This is a trim router and a plunge router base. But it's how smooth it works, how easy it works, and how nice it is. Get the Bosch or the Milwaukee. Just that way you have the option of getting their plunge router base for their trim router. It's literally the same router you have. Router that you have.
Probably. If I was you, I'd go Bosch, dude. If you're gonna get one, nice. Me like specifically the shit that I use them for. Routing out the hinges on both the frame and this, because you can set the depth perfectly and just ride this with your base. You just ride this. Yeah, you're going to have to repaint it if you push real hard into it. But if you don't push real hard, you ain't really got to paint too much. But all the hinges and shit like that, boom, routing out for the locks.
So yeah. That's the other nice thing about the Bosch is they actually sell it in a kit with the plunge router base and a whole bunch of other accessories, and it's only like $400 or $500 for the whole entire kit. You get 2 batteries, the plunge router base, the fixed base, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And it's powerful, And the other thing is it's got anti-kickback, anti-tip. So that way, if it tips over on you or if it kicks back on you, it actually turns itself. It's the only router that does that. So like if I'm done routing with the Bosch, all I have to do is just tip it sideways and it turns off. I don't have to try to find the switch. All I have to do is just tip it sideways and it will turn off. Like the Bosch is actually really cool. It is really nice. And Doug and I got one, but I only got to use it once. I was gonna make a video on it, but Doug, one of my other flooring guys, stole it and put it in his truck before I could make a video on it. And unfortunately, he's up island working right now, so I can't get it back. So I'm not driving for 6 hours to get it. I'll wait for him to come back into town and I'll get it. I'll take it then. But oh god, that Bosch is cool.
I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. It's
No,
past my fucking bedtime.
no.
It's past my bedtime. I gotta go.
Yeah. Well, happy Easter to you and the little one and the wife, and I hope that job, you get that job. I hope you get a phone call tomorrow saying, "Get your ass in here, let's make some money."
I'm gonna let y'all know, bro. I'm gonna let y'all know. It's probably gonna be tomorrow that I hear back from them. I'm at least gonna message them and see what they're saying about my background. But hey, if anything, because it was Easter, it might be Tuesday or Wednesday before I even hear back about the background. But the piss test I passed. I got all that. All that's good.
Fingers. I'm crossing all my fingers for you. That's not easy to do. That's pretty painful.
No, yeah. Dude, you got to be a fucking robot nowadays, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's hard, bro. It's hard in this world. But it helps being over 21, so, you know. Either way, I will catch y'all next time. I don't even know who Sam Darnold is, man. I don't even know who that is, bro. I'm by you maintenance, cuz. Hey, but I got to get up out of here, dude. It's late for me. I got to go. I'm going to catch y'all, bro. If y'all want to check me out, dude, I do have my own YouTube and all that. I do maintenance at apartments currently, at least for right now.
And
y'all be going for.
And he built.
Yeah, Columbo, man.
That
before I leave, I'm gonna let him know at least what I'm trying to get. It's a remodeling job for commercial restaurants like Olive Garden, McDonald's, places like that. So I'll be going in there, putting down new tiles, trim boards, bullshit like that. It's a better paying job, dude. No hate to maintenance, no hate to where I'm at.
It's a job
they're basically giving me what I'm asking for, and I get paid weekly rather than just twice a month. Not even every 2 weeks. Not every 14 days. It's not. It's also paid on the 10th and the 25th. It's fucking stupid. I fucking hate it.
Well, you're
dude, that's the way.
Learn more, grow more, and eventually someday own the company, maybe. That's the nice thing.
Oh, I doubt that. It's a family-run company. They've been, dude, it's brothers that own that. There ain't no way they're going to give it to me, not unless I don't know, bro. I ain't getting on my hands and knees for nobody. I love them to death, but not like that. Not like that.
You might be able to learn enough to start your own company and compete against them in the future.
That is definitely an option, potentially. And if you need 10 years, yeah, dude, I might holler at you about something like that, but I wouldn't ask you to lie that hard for me. You ain't got to lie that hard, dude. And just say we worked on a job together in the past or something, man, and it went smoothly. Everything came out crisp, neat. We didn't really have to talk too much, shit like that. That's the best I can ask from you, and if you are willing to do that, I probably will put you down. But I mean, dude, hey, I gotta get up. I gotta go. I do got work in the morning. Oh, yeah, I will see y'all on the next adventure of whatever that is for me. See y'all.
Night, buddy. We got a delivery, people. A delivery car came by and dropped off a package. We got a delivery. What is it? What is in the package? What do we got here? Let's open up the package. Hey, it's an unboxing. We're doing an unboxing. Let's move you guys into the light here. Move you over to the table. Get you guys over to the table here. Oh yeah, move the whole hog. Move the whole hoggy. Let's see, let's get it set up. Let's see what's in the box. What did we get? Oh, it's a little plastic case. It's got a little plastic case. Got a cardboard box and a plastic case. What's in the plastic case? Oh. Ooh. It's corner clamps. It's those Amazon corner clamps. Nifty. Look at that. Shiny new tool. Shiny new tool. I like that. That looks snazzy. That looks snazzy manazzy. Now I'm gonna have to build some boxes so I can use some corner clamps. Isn't that friggin' fancy? Fancy. New tool. I like that. And that delivery during YouTube. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Well, hopefully Jimmy gets that job because I really want him. I want him to have a better life because what he's doing right now, I feel bad for him. Not like seeing him struggle. He's too good of a guy to be struggling. Too good of a kid to be struggling. Don't like that. Don't like seeing him struggle. He deserves a good job, a real job, a career. He deserves to be good and have a good life. Yeah, so we got a delivery. We got some fancy clamps, fancy Amazon clamps. Fancy Amazon clampies. Cool. Pretty chunky. Some pretty chunky, heavy aluminum. I'm gonna check them for square. Let's see how well they are square. How square they are. Get me my square. Let's see how good they are for square. Not too bad. Not perfect. Not perfect, but actually not bad. Good enough. Good enough for doing corners on boxes. You know? They don't need to be absolutely dead on. Maybe 100 thou, maybe probably a good 200 thou in one corner, but other than that, not bad. Not bad for $29. Woohoo! New tool, new clamp. Interesting. And the aluminum's nice and heavy, but nice and thick. The rods feel good. The brass feels good. The knobs are kind of chintzy feeling. The knobs are a little chintzy feeling, but not too snabby. Not too snabby. I'm not going to complain. Not for the price. Not for the price. Not going to complain at all. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Interesting. Most interesting. Oh, fancy little kit. Fancy little kit. I like it. Woohoo! New tool. I like it. Fonzie Schmanze. Fonzie Schmanze. Go to like new tools. Love new tools. I love me new tools. Oh, how long have we been live? How long has it been? Well, I ain't got a whole lot left to talk about either, too, and I'm a little tired and I'm a little hungry. I think I'm gonna go make myself a steak, some mashed taters and veggies, and have something to eat. That's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have some nummy food with my curly gray hair. Curly gray hair. What's left of it, anyways. But thank you, everyone, for being here. Yeah. Well, it's not just the Colt. They actually have an actual one that's an actual palm router. I think the Colt is just the trim, but they have one that comes with a plunge router, a plunge base, and a whole bunch of other little adapter plates and that. That one's the one that you want. It's a trim router and the actual decent little plunge router. It's a nice kit, very nice kit. It's real nice. And it's got some cool safety features, some really cool features. But anyways, I'm going to go get something to eat. It was awesome hanging out with you guys, but been here for 2 hours. That's a long stream. So everyone that's here, thank you for being here. Bob Marley, Lieutenant Colombo, Shannon, Dave, everyone that was here, everyone that popped in, said hi, everyone that was watching. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for joining the stream. And thank you for just supporting me and my channel. And I'll catch you all on next time. Next Sunday, roughly same time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's my time. I'll go live again. And we're going to do another live on, I think we'll do one on Wednesday. We'll do another live on Wednesday, probably around 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And yeah, but I'll catch you all on the flip side. Thank you all for being here. You're all superstars and love you. And happy Easter and God bless to every single one of you.